Hi everyone, I'm Nancy.
And I'm Stephanie.
And if you enjoy our show, please like and subscribe.
And hit that notification bell for notifications.
Yes.
Because you gotta know.
We're also on Instagram at TWiN, and you can also find us on Twitter X. So I got a frantic call this morning from Omid Scobie.
Okay.
It was crazy. And he said, Nancy, I need a bigger shovel.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
We're at that point. We're heading that way.
We really are. The problem is he's peppering things that are probably like half truths.
Yeah.
But they're sort of embellished. And the problem is he thinks it's going to be bad for the royal family, but it turns out it's making Meghan Markle look like a total. Now, we want to say our word. We're going to say basis for this entire video. Stephanie thought of it. She came up with it all by herself. She's like, well, can't we just say basis?
What rhymes with the R word?
So Omid, in his book, claims that Meghan was insulted after Palace assigned Queen Elizabeth's black equerry to help her feel comfortable amid racist accusations. Omid spinning it like the Queen gave this guy to Meghan because she was comfortable around black people and that it would make Meghan feel more at home being around a black person.
He was trying to make the Queen look basist.
Yes, 100%.
That's what he was doing.
Yeah.
And it flipped on him.
So Meghan and Omid and Harry love using their little time machines. So in order for this to be true, this man who has worked hard his entire life would have had to know that that's what his job was going to be there to comfort Meghan as a black woman when she was joining the royal family. It had nothing to do that he worked hard all his life. He moved up the ranks. That would have meant that the Queen knew somehow that one day Harry was going to marry a biracial woman and bring her into the family. So she somehow found this gone and born kid roaming the streets, told him, you better be a colonel, so you go work hard and you do all this stuff. I don't know who you are. And then move up the ranks and, oh, my equerry's retiring. I better have you now. And all this stuff happened before Meghan was in the picture.
Yeah.
You would have to have a crystal ball.
The Queen loved him.
The Queen loved him. It had nothing to do with that. Okay?
Omid's trying to take away his achievements.
Exactly.
That's what Omid's doing right now. And that is basis, ladies and gentlemen.
Very basis.
That is basis. He is bringing up all those stereotypes in this narrative right now. He's the one pushing for that. He's the one pushing for the basis stuff. Okay? The R word again. We're calling it basis. But he's the one bringing it up.
Yeah. Per Scobie and previous reports, Markle was initially assigned Lady Susan Hussy to help her adjust to her new royal duties. However, the Suits alum 42 later turned down the offer for Hussy to be a helping hand, prompting the palace, who claimed to have bent over backward for Markle, to suggest Lieutenant Colonel as mentor. Now, I can see this happening. Lady Susan Hussy has been there forever. She knows the palace ins and outs. She knows protocol. She knows everything. Yeah, okay.
She's William's godmother.
Exactly.
She's like family.
So Meghan doesn't want, and I'm going to say it, she doesn't like any other women helping her.
No.
Meghan doesn't want somebody helping her.
No.
She declines.
Mm-hmm.
So what do? They go, okay, well, who else is my next best thing? My equerry.
Yeah.
Who happens to be black. She gave him her equerry. Do you know how prestigious that is? It had nothing to do with the fact that he was black. Why didn't she give it to him in the first place then? Why did she even bother giving her Lady Susan Hussy? Queen Elizabeth, who trusts this man, he's her right-hand man. We all know that from Lieutenant Colonel Johnny Thompson being the sexiest man alive. He is King Charles's equerry. This is just an olive branch, an extension of saying, okay, well, you didn't like Lady Susan Hussy. What about my equerry? Maybe he can help you.
And Meghan saw that as a basis move. She was like, I'm going to take this and I'm going to write it down in my own little journal because I'm going to come out with a book one day. It's not going to be like Spare. It's going to be even worse. And I'm going to put this dude in it and watch me be basis.
So this poor guy is getting like the short end of the stick right now. What Omid and Meghan have done to this poor man is make it look like you said, all his achievements
in his life,
Omid and Meghan has turned it into a race issue now. Now, Stephanie and I grew up in the same time as Meghan. And, you know, I thought personally as a 90s kid that we were moving past all that kind of stuff and we were turning into a colorblind society. That's how liberals in Portland raise their children. That's how our parents raised us. A colorblind society. That was the future. I don't know what happened, but that's how, you know, when we moved to LA, that's just how it was. And Stephanie, do you think Meghan felt the same way?
I would imagine.
So. Oh, look, I found this old video of Meghan agreeing with us on a colorblind society. Let's play it.
The world is changing in a way that, be it on a runway or in casting, like TV, film, anything like that, that it's getting to a point where, as it should be, a bit more colorblind.
So Meghan thinks, as it should be, that everything should be a bit more colorblind.
Yeah.
A bit more colorblind.
She definitely said colorblind.
Okay, so Meghan, like most people, think that the society and the world, we're moving towards a colorblind society. That's how it should be.
Well, that's what she said at that moment.
That
was the buzzword of the moment. That's what got her, you know, that's the soundbite for her.
Yes.
Yes.
So Meghan took a total 180 when she got involved with that culty Montecito crowd. The Queen knew the whole time. And people are going to say, oh, she wasn't looking at Meghan in this shot. Yeah, she was. The Queen knew. You guys are talking about a woman who has been around forever. She has seen grifters before. She has been around grifters a lot worse than Meghan.
And yeah, that's where the Sussex squad, they're just so stupid because it's like, they were like, the Queen's looking at her because she's black. No, she's looking at her because she's a moron and she's a con artist and the Queen knows exactly where this is going.
Yeah.
People that think the Queen wasn't smart are brain dead.
Yeah.
That woman was smart. Okay, till the day she passed away. That woman, her brain was still intact. Yes, her body was fading. Okay, she had bone cancer, but her mind was still there.
Yeah. I don't think when Harry and Meghan got engaged, did she think for a second, well, my equerry is black. We better put him with Meghan.
What?
No, I don't think that happened. And for Omid to suggest something like that about a woman who's not with us anymore, you are so disgusting, dude.
And you're the basis one. You're basis.
You are so basis.
Basis.
It's no secret that Meghan started her life not embracing her roots. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, she is a biracial woman. And however she wants to identify, she can do.
She converted to Judaism for her husband.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, it's the way she wanted to live. She did not want people to know. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's her, you know, it's her body. It's her choice. That's not for us to even care about. It's when she did that 180 and started lying a lot when people started going, wait a second, something's wrong with this girl.
Yeah. So Stephanie and I have mentioned in previous videos that Meghan is not very comfortable around women, especially Black women.
Mm-hmm.
And we have actually picked a couple episodes that we've done in the past of just clips of her just being a little uncomfortable. This is typical bully behavior because this actress, Gina, who plays Jessica, she joined the cast later. Meghan literally rolls her eyes at Sarah Rafferty when he says this. Just watch it.
How is she going through all this? What will we see in these episodes? How much it'll weigh on her?
Oh, yeah. She's not the head of this. I'm the head of this.
I mean, she's giggling like,
my
God.
Are you kidding me? God.
I don't think Meghan, because Jessica Maroney did the same thing, I don't think Meghan likes black women.
No.
Yeah. And you're about to see why.
She's not used to being around black women. She's not used to being around.
Yeah.
She's used to being around white people on Married with Children set.
Yeah. He's about to ask Gina, the girl who plays Jessica, a question.
So my question would be for Gina. How does it feel to be not only a woman, but a woman in color breaking, I guess, stereotypes in primetime TV?
Uh-oh.
Oh, are we getting deep? I see? I guess I'm doing that. Am I doing that? Am I? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
No, not to make complete light of it.
She gets extremely uncomfortable.
That is so uncomfortable to watch because of how
Yeah.
uncomfortable she is. And
Yeah.
that's just another reason why Meghan Markle is basist.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It's weird. You shouldn't have that kind of visceral reaction to a black woman talking about how she's breaking down barriers. That should not be your reaction.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna
Like you're
crawl out of
shivering
your
and you're
skin.
or you're just gonna start having a panic attack. That should not happen. Okay. That's basis.
Yeah. Okay, here's one of her, and the interviewer is a black woman, and the interviewer really likes Sarah Rafferty, and they get along really well. Again, I'll put the link of the entire episode in the description below. No contact whatsoever.
So last season we got to a little bit more of the backstory with you and Harvey.
Now she's got her back
Mhm.
to the interviewer, which is something, Stephanie, you can say, you can attest to this.
That's
You
a
never
no-no.
turn your back to somebody who's interviewing you, but Meghan's done with her.
Well, she turns her back to the queen.
To the queen.
She, it's just disrespectful behavior towards women, and especially, you're right, black women. I mean, and
It's
just
weird.
she has this air about her, like she's better than everybody.
Mhm.
So that's the way she was raised too. We keep forgetting she was only raised with her dad. He's the one.
And that's fine.
Doria would take her to the Korean spas, now and then, and walk around naked or whatever, inappropriateness that would be. But she really did not. She wasn't raised around that. So for her to start doing these race baiting things to the queen, who's not even alive anymore, is absurd.
It really is absurd, especially when you said this.
That it's getting to a point where, as it should be, a bit more colorblind.
Now, I want everyone to imagine if Prince William said that on a carpet, okay? If he said that, Meghan Markle would make Prince William look like the biggest basis on this planet. She would say, that man is trying to say that there is no color in this world. That man is trying to say that black people don't matter anymore. Do you understand now? She's going to take things. She's going to start word salading things. And she did ghostwrite Endgame. She did ghostwrite it, allegedly. But I'm just saying, Omit's words are Meghan's words.
Yes.
Allegedly. We have to remember that part.
Yeah.
His basis words are her words.
I want to thank Megan's Mole for reminding us of her one trip to Rwanda just in order to get pictures of herself so she could say she's a humanitarian, even though it was a photo shoot the entire time. This is an old Instagram photo where she goes work and play. I mean, yeah, okay, Meghan, that is insane. I can't believe she actually hashtagged
Clean water.
be the change and gender equality. I mean, that is
Clean
so
water.
insane. Wow. And it was through World Vision, which we have established. This is not allegedly, we have established is a pay to play.
Mhm.
And, I know that when I go on my humanitarian missions, I make sure that I get pictures like that.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
it's total glamour shots
Yeah.
when you're in that kind of situation and when you're in that culture. This is what you want to do.
Yeah. You want to waste everybody's time by getting pictures like that.
You got to get the right lighting.
Yeah.
You got to get the right hair. You got to
Mhm.
get the right clothes. That bracelet is probably worth more than what those poor children
Yeah.
spend on books.
Yeah, and Stephanie's got a good point. Somebody's hair does not look like that going to Rwanda.
No.
It is a different climate there. Therefore, your hair does different things than what it would do in Toronto or SoCal. If you look at any of Angelina Jolie's UNICEF pictures or when she does things for the UN, she's always just got like the flattest hair and it's just back and it just looks like, I mean, of course there's no stylist.
And she's actually admitted when her and Brad were married, she said Brad takes all the pictures. You know, she said she doesn't have someone come with hair and makeup. She said, she goes, listen, my husband takes all the pictures.
Yeah.
She goes, I don't even know what he's taking.
It's ridiculous for anybody to have thought that this was a humanitarian mission. We all remember this shot when she doesn't think a camera is on her.
Just the look of disgust and just, you know, again,
uncomfortable.
You can't hide that. That's when the mask falls. And that's why I've been saying this for years. She is not able to do walkabouts. She's not able to say hello to the public. Her mask falls, people. She's just not that good at it. She's not that great of a narcissist.
Or actress.
Or actress.
This one was when she went with Harry to Africa and she went to a children's playgroup and she doesn't bring Archie.
That was strange. I was thinking the whole time she was going to bring him.
I
can't imagine being around babies and playing with your babies and not having your own child there. Well, it's like, and a lot of people are saying, oh, you know, maybe he was taking a nap. No, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I don't have kids, but I'm not an idiot either.
Catherine and William brought George to Australia and they took him to the zoo. They took him to all the play groups. That is weird because the other interesting thing is the women came and they dressed up in their finest. Like, and I guess it's very prestigious to be able to have a seat, like sit in a chair. And Meghan, what does she do the moment she gets there? She's like, we should sit on the ground. For optics, it makes her comfortable. These women are on the ground all day with their babies or working or whatever. They wanted to sit in that chair. They wanted to feel like they had a seat at the table for 1 second. And Meghan completely degraded them. And look at the way she's looking at that baby. That is just so sad to me.
That's her at Northwestern, which I talked about in a previous video. She went to an all-white sorority. Okay, she was in an all-white sorority. That should just tell you where this girl is coming from, her mindset. You know, it's not like she seeked out a black sorority. She definitely went to find a white sorority. She's just, listen, bottom line, she's just not comfortable around black people. That's why when Prince Harry was in that Netflix documentary and he was talking about how, oh, you know, Archie looks so much like Meghan. Just the features are just like Meghan. And she looked pissed when she looked over. Do you notice that? She was like this. She was like,
she wasn't happy.
That's the thing about narcissists. They want to be other people because they have such low self-esteem.
Yeah.
It's terrifying. But it's true. And Meghan Markle's basis.
Yeah. So Omid really, really stepped in at this time with that comment for him to say something about the Queen, imply that she is, you know, like that. I don't think it ran through the Queen's mind once I think it was just like, they probably heard horror stories about Meghan and how difficult she is. And they just didn't want to rock the boat. They didn't want another Fergie on their hands. It didn't matter what skin color she was. Nobody cared. You know what? Let me give you the benefit of the doubt, Omid. Let's say the royal family is racist. Doesn't matter. Harry's not in line to the throne. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
And another thing, again, I want to just say the Queen was very smart. You see that con coming a mile away. That grift was coming a mile away, guys. When you don't invite one family member to your wedding and you don't open up your life the way they were opening up theirs, something's going on. And she knew the minute Meghan walked down that aisle, kind of looking around going, this is bizarre, you know, but Meghan's a huge basis. And, you know, we knew that when she went to Rwanda, and we knew that when she was on Suits, and you know, we just know
You can't take away.
you can't take away the stuff that she was saying, man.
Or the pictures.
And
or
Omid Scobie, you're right, man. He stepped in dog poo poo because he should not have. Listen, if you're going to accuse the queen of being bassist,
yeah.
okay, by extending an olive branch and saying, hey, you know what, maybe he could help you since you didn't really get along with Lady Hussy, that makes you bassist,
Yeah.
Omid. You're being bassist,
Because
Omid.
you're seeing color and you're just, that's all you think about. Like, that's all you care about. Seriously. And it's stupid. Okay? We're not going to do that. We're done. We're done with this. We're done with this stuff. Okay? We're not. We're between Gen X and millennial. We're geriatric millennials. We're just not doing this anymore. We're coming to save the world. Okay? None of this crap anymore. Okay? We're going back to the way things were. Okay.
Well, he's grasping for straws because his book failed. So
well,
let him
I
grasp
understand
for
that,
straws.
but none of this. The royal family racism. We're done.
And
We're
stop
done,
talking
Omid.
about the late queen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just enough.
Stop.
Get over yourself.
Grow up. Oh, Megan Small said that funny thing last night too. She said he's acting like a K-pop star.
A K-pop star.
Funny.
Yeah, he is. He's dressing like a K-pop
I know,
star.
he really is. That cracked me up last night.
Oh my God. Today's animal rescue is Blind Cat Rescue and Sanctuary. These guys are so great. They provide a safe place for blind cats that were deemed not adoptable by regular shelters. And they also save cats from being euthanized. We love this concept. We love these guys. Please take a look in the description below. I'll put their link. If you can't give them any love, that's fine. Just share their link with friends and family. I would really appreciate it.
Animals can still have great lives if they're blind.
That's true.
It's true.
That's true.
Just
That's true.
remember that this holiday season.
Let's not give up on them. But let's give up on Omid.
Yeah, just God.
If you have to give up something in the new year, you know how everyone gives it something up. Give up Omid.
Yeah.
And Megan.
Give it up.
Yeah.
Give it up,
Sussex
dude.
Squad, just do it. Because you'll feel so much lighter. You'll feel better. Your energy, your karma will be better.
Yeah.
Because look at all the crap that's happening to them. It's just not good. So you're in for a world of hurt.
This holiday season.
Yes.
Give up Omid.
Yes.
All right.
We will see you guys very soon.
Bye, guys. Love
Bye.
you.